hit and run that police say was premeditated, and tonight a woman is in critical condition as a result.
As the victim recovers in the hospital, the woman police say mowed her down is behind bars. Fox 4's Rob Lowe is working for you with details. Rob.
Susan, just in the last hour, prosecutors charged 23-year-old Brenda Brown with assault, armed criminal action, and leaving the scene of an accident. Detectives say it all began as an argument inside a grocery store. It was New Year's Day when police say a married couple went grocery shopping at this Apple Market. At some point, the wife got in an argument with another customer police have identified as 23-year-old Brenda Brown. One witness, who was sacking groceries for Brown, says she overheard Brown talking on her cell phone saying, "I feel like killing her." Surveillance video captured the argument inside the store, but it's what cameras caught in the parking lot that's truly shocking. Police say the surveillance video shows the woman sitting in her car for 20 minutes in this parking lot waiting for the couple to come out. And when they do, it shows her car racing at a high rate of speed. The video doesn't show the moment of impact, but it does show the car racing right through the stop sign and heading west on Independence Avenue. The 30-year-old female was tossed 10 feet into the air. Her 34-year-old husband barely jumped out of the way in time. He told police the driver was going over 45 miles an hour when his wife was hit.
She pretty much just lost it. She hit her. No remorse, no second thought. She just hit her.
Geraldine Hatcher is the couple's neighbor and is in disbelief that a grocery store argument put her neighbor in the ICU.
I mean, you'd have to be somebody really, really angry and have something really messed up in your head to wait. That's pretty much, she waited. That's like saying, I'm going to kill you, basically.
Prosecutors aren't saying right now what the two women were arguing about. The victim's niece tells me her aunt has not been able to stay conscious for any length of time since the accident.
Has the least hatred in her heart when it comes to matters of race.
Is racial intolerance behind a hit and run? Tonight, the victim's family speaks out. Only on 4, a family shedding new light on a hit and run accident we first told you about yesterday.
A 30-year-old woman is in intensive care tonight, barely able to remember who her husband is. Fox 4's Rob Lowe spoke with the victim's husband and sister-in-law, who joins us now with details. Rob?
Susan, we've agreed to only identify the victim by her first name, Kathy. She's white, her husband is black, and the accused is black. Tonight, the husband tells us he believes his interracial marriage may be the reason for a premeditated hit and run.
I got coming, actually, does you know who I am? She might look at me for 2-3 minutes and say, my husband, but her speech is slurry.
The victim's husband has asked us not to show his face or share his name. His wife is in critical condition after being run over as she was leaving this Apple Market with her husband on New Year's Day.
She waited outside for 30 minutes until me and my wife came out. And came behind the store and ran my wife down like an animal, like a dog, just left her for dead.
She said some things that made you think this might be partially racially motivated.
She said, that's why I can't stand white bitches now, and I'm going to kill that white bitch. I'm going to get her. Exactly what she said.
30 minutes earlier, the husband and wife had been approached in the store by a woman police have identified as 23-year-old Brenda Brown.
She told my wife, first of all, you look like the devil. You need to get on your knees and pray, because my wife has blonde hair and blue eyes.
Prosecutors say surveillance cameras show Brown sitting in this car, lying in wait. The cracked windshield is now crucial evidence.
I mean, really, who just sits in a parking lot and ponders over words?
Shannon Morris is the victim's sister-in-law and can barely contain her tears.
All these years that we've gone through this, and you take her of all people, she has the least hatred in her heart when it comes to matters of race.
She was like, God's gonna punish you and all this, and she said, that's why I can't stand white bitches.
What I see is my sister laying helpless in a bed.
Prosecutors have charged Brenda Brown with aggravated assault, armed criminal action, and leaving the scene of an accident. The recovery road for Kathy looks to be a long one.
The family of a woman accused of deliberately running into a woman with her car outside a grocery store is speaking out in her defense, and that is first on Fox. The suspect's relatives are upset after hearing troubling accusations on Fox 4 News yesterday. That's when the family of the victim spoke to Fox 4. The victim is in critical condition, recovering from her injuries after being run down by a car outside the Apple Market in the old northeast part of Kansas City. The victim's husband says the hit and run was not random and, in fact, might have been racially motivated.
She waited outside for 30 minutes until me and my wife came out. And came behind the store and ran my wife down like an animal, like a dog, just left her for dead.
She said some things that made you think this might be partially racially motivated.
She said, that's why I can't stand white now, and I'm going to kill that white
23-year-old Brenda Brown is the suspect. She's behind bars now, facing charges of aggravated assault, armed criminal action, and leaving the scene of an accident. Brown's family says what she did was wrong, but she is not a racist. Fox 4's Tess Koppelman spoke to them today. Tess, fill us in.
Several of Brenda Brown's friends and family met today to tell me about the fun-loving, smart woman they know. They say she's often struggled with controlling her anger, but even they were shocked to find out what she's accused of doing.
And over a stupid argument, it wasn't worth it.
Friends and family are all in shock that Brenda Brown is behind bars.
Just like the victim family, they upset. We just as upset that she made this mistake, that she did it.
Her younger sister Mary talked to Brenda on New Year's Day after the hit and run, but Brenda only mentioned getting into an argument at the grocery store.
She looked back at the woman, and the woman was just like, what the heck are you looking at? What the hell are you looking at? Or something. And my sis, she respond, I look wherever I want,
Brenda's family and friends say they just don't believe the accusation that this was racially motivated.
My love, all my prayers are going out to her family and his. I just want to try to clear this up. It wasn't no racial motivation at all.
Well, if she didn't like white people, I'm sure she would have said something to me.
Right.
They say Brenda struggled with bipolar disorder and was in jail once before for letting her anger get out of control during a fight with her boyfriend. But they say that doesn't excuse what happened.
And, my heart go out to the victim for sure, because, that's someone's life in jeopardy like that,
But at the same time, we pray for our sister also, because her life is just as ruined now.
They say Brenda was going to be graduating soon from Penn Valley College. She wanted to be a social worker.
She worked so hard for get where she was at.
Now her future will likely involve prison.
I mean, she's throwing her whole life away over an argument.
The family hopes others listen to the message of this story. Think about the consequences of your actions. Their point, it's sometimes hard to just walk away when you're angry, but in this case, 2 lives would have been better off. Tess Koppelman, Fox 4 News, working for you.